Hey, future pool legends. I'm Rocky, your service department Sherpa, and I'm about to change everything you thought you knew about running a top-notch service operation. You know how in the new book and upcoming spring 2026 movie project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling, Rocky the alien figures out impossible problems using pure ingenuity and collaboration? That's precisely what we're doing here, except instead of saving humanity from extinction, we're saving pools from destruction and building careers that actually matter. I'm 30, I've fixed every pool disaster you can imagine, and I partner with the legendary Sage Dazzle to transform rookies into the technicians customers request by name. While Sage drops the science and retail wisdom, I bring the real-world battlefield experience. Together, we're on a mission, our 2026 moonshot, to prove that independent Dazzle dealerships deliver something the big box stores and omnichannel discounters never can, actual expertise that saves summers. Please think of me as Watson to Sage's Sherlock. Except I carry a pro-model digital pool testing kit and an iPad loaded with Aqua Ace. And our mysteries involve why Mrs. Johnson's pool turned into pea soup overnight. Ready to become the tech who never has callbacks? Let's go. All right, team, Rocky here with the training that separates heroes from headlines. Today's mission? Understanding why winterization is the #1 profit center and disaster preventer in your service department. Sage Dazzle taught me this golden rule. Water doesn't care about your intentions, only your execution. Picture this. Last spring, a tech in Manitoba opens a pool to find the pump housing shattered like a dropped phone screen, underground pipes cracked like wishbones, and a liner that looks like it went 10 rounds with a Wolverine. The bill? $12,000. The family had to choose between fixing their pool or keeping their vacation plans. Here's the physics Sage drilled into me. Dot. Water expands 9% when it freezes. Sounds small? That's like trying to squeeze a basketball into a volleyball-sized hole. 1 tablespoon of water in your pump becomes a tiny bomb. A cup in your pipes? That's a guaranteed crack. Your job isn't just closing pools, it's protecting $40,000 investments with $400 of expertise. Let me blow your mind with something Sage calls the Canadian freeze-thaw tango. We don't just freeze once and stay frozen like a Netflix subscription you forgot about. Our weather's bipolar, -20 Monday, +5 Thursday. Every temperature swing makes pool equipment expand and contract like it's doing CrossFit. British Columbia pools undergo this process 60 to 80 times per winter. Imagine bending a spoon back and forth 80 times. Eventually, it snaps. That's your customer's heat exchanger without proper protection. Now here's where cheap winterization kits fail harder than a TikTok dance at a wedding. Those discount chemicals were designed for Florida, not Winnipeg. Below -10, they literally stop working, like trying to spread cold butter on soft bread. By January, when protection matters most, those chemicals have broken down into nothing of value. Sage always says, chemistry doesn't pause for winter. Neither should your standards. Professional Dazzle winterizing products are engineered for Canadian extremes. They work when everything else has given up, including your competition. Time for real talk about antifreeze, because this is where rookies become liable for thousands in damage. Not all antifreeze is created equal. Some of it's literally toxic juice in a jug. Professional pool antifreeze uses propylene glycol, the safe stuff that won't poison pets or people. Dazzle's winterizing antifreeze protects to -50 Celsius and doesn't break down over winter. But here's the dirty secret. Some suppliers water it down or worse, substitute automotive antifreeze containing ethylene glycol. That's the toxic stuff that can literally kill. How do you spot fake antifreeze? Price tells the truth. If someone's selling pool antifreeze for half the normal price, it's probably diluted or straight up dangerous. A proper winterization needs 10 to 20 liters of real antifreeze, strategically placed after blowing out every line. Sage taught me this. Never compromise on antifreeze. It's the insurance policy for your insurance policy. Every low spot, every potential water trap needs protection. Miss one spot, and you've just volunteered to buy your customer new equipment. Here's what separates Dazzle-certified pros from YouTube warriors. Professional winterization isn't random. It's a 6-step system that Sage and I have perfected across thousands of pools. Step 1. Timing is everything. We wait for water temperature below 18 degrees Celsius. Close too early? Algae party all winter? Too late? Ice damage before you finish. Real pros watch weather patterns like day traders watch stocks. Step 2. Water balance perfection. This is pure Sage Dazzle territory. Test and adjust pH to approximately 7.8 to help compensate for the corrosiveness of cold water, alkalinity to 100 to 120 parts per million, calcium hardness per surface type. Each parameter prevents specific damage. Skip this, and spring opening becomes a chemistry nightmare costing $1,500 in recovery chemicals. Step 3. Surgical cleaning. Every leaf, every particle of debris must go. Organic matter plus winter equals algae food. We vacuum, brush, and skim until the pool's cleaner than a Tesla showroom. Why? Because Dazzle's winterizing chemicals work on water, not on 3 inches of decomposing leaves. Step 4. Equipment protection. This is where careers are made or destroyed. We use professional-grade air compressors delivering 80 psi minimum. Not your dad's shop vac, not a leaf blower. Every drop of water must evacuate those pipes. Here's the Rocky method. Blow each line for a minimum of 3 minutes, then blow it again. Water's sneaky. It hides in elbows and low spots. After blowing, we add Dazzle's professional antifreeze to every potential trap point. This isn't optional, it's the difference between hero and zero. Step 5. Chemical winterization with Dazzle's winterizing kit. Each product has a mission. Break down contaminants. Specialized cold water algicide stays active below zero. Scale inhibitor protects surfaces. And clarifier keeps water crystal clear under ice. Generic chemicals can't survive Canadian winters. They're dead by December. Step 6. Cover installation done right. Safety covers anchored properly, water bags positioned strategically, everything secured for 100-kilometer winds and meter-deep snow. A cover failure means contamination requiring complete drain and refill, $5,000 mistake. Let's discuss the conversation that makes grown adults cry. Insurance claims. Rocky's truth bomb incoming. Insurance companies have done the math, and they're not your friend when it comes to winter damage. Every policy I've seen excludes freeze damage unless reasonable care was taken. Guess what they consider reasonable care? Professional winterization with documentation. That $50 DIY kit you bought? Insurance laughs at that like a bad meme. Here's actual insurance language Sage showed me. Period. Damage caused by freezing is excluded unless reasonable care to maintain heat or properly drained systems was demonstrated. Translation. No professional winterization receipt equals claim denied. The math is brutal but simple. Professional winterization, $400. DIY disaster, zero coverage on a $15,000 repair. Your customer loses their pool, their summer, and their trust in you forever. When you offer professional winterization, you're not selling a service, you're selling sleep insurance. Your customers rest easy, knowing physics and chemistry can't touch their investment. Time to destroy the myths that destroy pools. Rocky and Sage's greatest hits of winterization stupidity. Myth 1. I'll use automotive antifreeze, it's cheaper. Stop. That's ethylene glycol, and it's toxic enough to kill pets and make kids sick. Only Dazzle-approved propylene glycol antifreeze goes in pools. Period. Myth 2. Lower water equals no pipe freezing. Physics called, gravity ensures water finds every low spot. Without proper blowing and antifreeze, you're guaranteeing cracks. Myth 3. More chemicals mean better protection. Wrong. Over-chemicalizing could cause staining and surface damage. Dazzle's winterizing kit is precisely calibrated. Follow the dosage exactly. Myth 4. My pool survived last winter, so I'm good. That's like saying you don't need a helmet because you haven't crashed yet. Sage calls this survivor bias. You don't see all the pools that didn't make it. Professional winterization using Dazzle products isn't luck, it's science. When you understand the why behind every step, you become the expert customers trust with their $40,000 backyard investment. Let's get real about revenue, because understanding this transforms you from order taker to trusted advisor. Here's the Rocky formula for winterization profits. Professional winterization costs customers $300 to $500 but saves them an average of $2,000 in spring cleanup and repairs. Over 10 years, that's $4,000 in winterization versus $20,000 in accumulated damage and extra chemicals. You're literally saving them $16,000. For your dealership, winterization is pure profit. One tech can close 4 pools daily. At $400 average ticket, that's $1,600 daily revenue with strong margins before winter. October alone can generate $40,000 in profitable sales. That's a huge contribution to helping cover winter overhead costs, and a great way to win new pool owners, especially those who are new. But here's the golden nugget Sage taught me. Every properly winterized pool becomes a guaranteed spring opening. That's another $400, plus chemical sales. You've just doubled your revenue while becoming the customer's hero. The 2026 Moonshot isn't about competing on price. It's about delivering value that the big boxes can't match. When you master winterization, you own the customer relationship year-round. Here's what changes when you master professional winterization. You stop being the person who maintains pools and become the specialist who protects investments. Customers request you specifically. Your callback rate drops to 0. Your spring openings take 2 hours instead of 2 days. Remember our mission, the 2026 moonshot that Sage and I are leading. We're helping you prove that independent dazzle dealers deliver expertise worth paying for. Every pool you properly winterize is a vote against big box mediocrity and a victory for professional service. Your next steps. Screenshot this process. Review the winterization training manual. Practice on 3 pools with a senior tech. Master the Dazzle product line. Understand the science behind every step. Become the tech who never has freeze damage claims. This is Rocky, signing off with Sage Dazzle's golden rule. In pool care, physics and chemistry don't care about good intentions, only proper execution. Now get out there and protect some pools like the professional you're becoming. The 2026 moonshot starts with you.